Welcome on into Season 23, Episode number 3 of Laker Connections, your only place for all things Laker sports. I'm Kenny Gerard, co-hosted by the somewhat likable Lucas McGarry.
Oh, come on.
Now, Mr. McGarry.
Yes.
Unfortunately, winter sports here in the Port City have all wrapped up for the season. But thankfully, spring sports are in full swing, with many squads getting their first SUNYAC matchups underway. Now, speaking of, let's get started with our Laker recap.
Yeah, no, I love the Laker recap. Honestly, kind of my favorite segment of the show.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a hot take.
I enjoy Laker Showdown's a lot of fun. I like Laker recap because I love talking about how good the Lakers did.
I didn't give you time to say how are you.
I'm doing good. I'm really excited to talk about how good the Lakers did. I'm very excited.
Good. Well, I guess we'll just get right into it. As I just mentioned, spring sports are in full swing and conference play has begun. Now, some teams are looking to make a return to the SUNYAC playoffs after strong seasons last year. Others are looking to rebound from disappointing seasons last year. Now, speaking of teams looking for a return to the playoffs, let's start off with how the men's lacrosse team did. Lucas, take it away.
Yeah, how about it? Oswego kicked off conference play with a commanding 11-6 victory over New Paltz, setting the tone early and never looking back. Lakers jumped out to a fast start with 3 quick goals from Garrett Elston and Corey O'Connor. Although the Hawks responded with 2 goals, Oswego seized control by rattling off 5 unanswered scores to take an 8-2 lead into halftime. The second half saw a more balanced battle, with both teams adding 2 goals in the third quarter, including goals from Nate Ham and Corey O'Connor for the Lakers. Oswego's defense remained strong down the stretch, shutting down New Paltz's offense to secure the win and to start conference play on a very high note. Lakers starting off strong.
Well, you can't go undefeated if you don't win the first one. You take a look at some of the stats here. 11-6, a good win for Oswego. They outshoot them, and they got more shots on goal. And look at that. Only 7 shots not on net for these Lakers. That's a winning recipe for this Oswego team. Now, we'll talk about later who they're going to play down the road. It's going to be a tough matchup in the next one. But what a good win for Oswego. Start off 1-0 in SUNYAC play, who have not played at home yet. Again, we're going to talk about that very shortly. But, Lucas, looks like it's going to be a good season for this men's team.
Yeah, no, I love the efficiency here. Like you just said, they only had 7 shots that weren't on goal. That is peak efficiency. And in a game like that against the conference team, that is exactly what you want. I love it.
Well, let's move on to the women's team now. The Oswego State women's lacrosse team looked to keep their SUNYAC record perfect, coming in at 2-0 in the SUNYAC against the Canton Kangaroos. The Lakers would strike first and take a commanding 4-0 lead in the first before Canton would respond, making it a 4-1 game. The Lakers would once again go on a run, and it was a good one. The Lakers went on a 6-0 scoring run to make the game 10-1 early in the second. The Lakers led 11-3 going into the half, and Canton was unable to mount the comeback. The Lakers would go on to defeat the Roos 15-4 and stay perfect in conference. The Lakers move on to 3-0 in the SUNYAC and 7-2 overall. Lucas, the Lakers have some serious goal scorers this season and look good early on. Now, what is working so well for this Lakers squad?
Well, first of all, I just want to say I wish I could have appreciated this game more being there, but I was outside freezing the entire time. It was hailing, snowing, really bad wind. But regardless of that, I think that the way the Lakers have been playing these past couple of games has been absolutely phenomenal. They have been dominating teams recently by scores of 10+. They are regularly having that running clock going at the end of their games. They are consistently beating teams by huge amounts of margins, and I think that is really, really impressive to see. And I mean, you can't be any more excited than that, honestly.
No, absolutely not. They're off to a great start and look to continue to be that way, Lucas.
Yeah, no, 100%. But we're going to switch from the field now to the diamond. The Oswego baseball team hit the road Thursday for a 3-game series against the defending SUNYAC champion New Paltz Hawks and came up just short in a hard-fought 5-4 loss on Thursday. The Lakers struck first with 2 runs in the third inning, sparked by some aggressive base running. New Paltz answered with a run in the bottom of the half, taking advantage of a fielding error. After trading runs, Oswego pulled ahead 4-3 in the 6th on a pass ball, but the momentum shifted in the 7th when Dylan Restano crushed a 2-run homer to give New Paltz the lead. The Hawks bullpen shut the door with 3.2 innings of scoreless relief. Daniel Winchester led the Lakers offensively, going 3-for-4 with 2 runs scored, but a 9th-inning double play ended Oswego's rally attempt. So a tough loss for them. We're going to talk about their next games, or that game coming up, but for right now, just about the game that happened. Unfortunate for the Lakers, but you got to have the bats wake up.
You absolutely do. And this Lakers team, again, looking to get into those SUNYAC matchups. Alfred State is a good team. And, yeah, for Oswego, we mentioned it last episode that this team really needs to start getting the bats up and moving. And I think throughout the season, they just haven't really able to just connect on a lot of their shots and just not able to get it done. But let's move ahead now to the other diamond, the softball diamond. The Lakers were slated for a doubleheader matchup against Clarkson. In the first match, it was all Golden Knights. They took the game 1, 13-2. but Oswego's looking to bounce back in Game 2 of the doubleheader. Clarkson would strike first with an RBI single in the top of the first. The Lakers would strike back in the same inning, notching 2 runs in the bottom of the first. The Lakers would have a great fourth inning, scoring 3 off an RBI triple from Lillian Haggerty. They held up this lead all the way into the top of the 7th and final inning. Clarkson had 2 cross the plate to make it a 1-run game, but Oswego was able to hold on and win 5-4 over the Golden Knights. The Lakers improved to 5-8 on the season. Now, Lucas, after a couple of rainouts, the Lakers are looking to get into conference play, but what a way to hold on and win for Oswego here.
I love the fact that in the first game, they obviously didn't have the best game, and then they decided, you know what, we're not going to let this affect us, and they came back even stronger, and they had a hard-fought victory, and you love to see it, and especially now with conference play coming right up, that is exactly what you want. You want to build that momentum, and I think now for them, they have a really strong case for it.
Absolutely. I mean, even a team like Clarkson, they had no errors in that matchup, and Oswego having 3, just out-hitting Clarkson. So I think, again, the amount of hits probably led to the win here, but being able to have 3 errors on your side of the field and still win when another team has 0, pretty
that's very impressive. If you're making mistakes and Clarkson isn't taking advantage of it, that's on Clarkson. So good win for Oswego to close it out.
Absolutely. But that's going to do it for our Laker recap here. We're going to go to a quick break, and when we come back, wow, words are really hard tonight. They really are hard tonight. We come back, it'll be time for the week ahead. Stick around. You're watching Laker Connections right here on WTOP 10.
When you look at the number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
I had to eat a raw egg on Chris's dormitory floor.
I currently don't have any federal pending charges.
You know what you never did? You never walked to Walmart, Chris.
That's my co-host. This is for making me eat roast Pop-Tarts. Ah!
It's showtime, Chris. Come on.
I want to be on the air for that. I got a couple things to say.
No. Spin the wheel. Oh, you got censorship.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to...
Welcome back into Season 23, Episode number 3 of Laker Connections, your only place for all things Laker sports. I'm Ken Gerard, co-hosted by the sweaty and laid-back Lucas.
I apologize. It is really hot in the studio right now.
It's roasting a little bit.
It is very hot. I overheat very easily. So.
I guess the school didn't turn on the AC
quite
yet.
Yeah, we haven't gotten any yet, so we're a little hot in here, but
we'll get there.
We'll make do.
We had discussed the past, Lucas, and it is time to talk about the future. We have a lot of action for Oswego athletics.
Very true.
And Lucas, well, let's discuss it.
Yeah.
Start off with what's going on for the baseball team.
Yeah, well, after falling 5-4 to New Paltz yesterday, the Oswego State Lakers have a chance to bounce back with a crucial SUNYAC doubleheader tomorrow at Lauren Campbell Memorial Field. Sitting at 12-7 overall and 4-3 in conference play, the Lakers will need strong performances on both sides of the ball to take down the defending champions. The Lakers currently lead the conference with a team ERA of 4.81, while the Hawks lead the conference with a team batting average of 348. With the first game set for noon and the second at 3 p.m., Oswego has a prime opportunity to bounce back and make a statement in the conference standings, especially over the New Paltz Hawks, who are the defending champs.
Yeah, a couple of tough teams in this conference between Cortland and New Paltz up there. It would be a statement win for Oswego. Again, we were talking about how they need to get the bats up and going here. They have a decent team average. The ERA low is not bad. So, I mean, It's going to be quite a determining game in a weird way. It's early on in the conference play. Still, I mean, we're after spring break, but it's still early in the conference. Still got about a month and a little bit of change to get into these conference matchups. We'll see how the Lakers can foe against this team. I think a win here would be great for them. I think that they can really put their name towards the top of the list and make an early push into the SUNYAC playoffs. But let's switch it now on over to softball again. The Lakers will head up to Canton, but not to take on the Kangaroos. Rather, they set their sights on the St. Lawrence Saints. Game 1 will start at 12 p.m. with Game 2 slated for a 2 o'clock start, but anybody who knows baseball or softball knows that's probably not what's going to start.
Definitely not when it's
Definitely not. Oswego sitting at 5-8 looks to improve to 7-8 before taking on a SUNYAC opponent down in Morrisville. The Saints sit at 7-5 on the season. This series comes after their first Liberty League matchup of the season against the Clarkson Golden Knights. Rain has been an enemy of this Oswego team, with their last 4 matchups being rained out. This series is a makeup from March 29th, which was, of course, rained out. Lucas, with an exciting matchup for the Lakers, what are we looking for in this one?
I'm just really excited to see a very, very close game. I think both of these teams have a lot to offer when it comes to pitching and hitting, and I think when it comes down to it, this should be really, really competitive. Both of these teams aren't struggling, but they're right near the 500 mark. Oswego slightly under, and St. Lawrence is slightly over. So for both teams, you have the different mindsets of Oswego's like, we've got to get that 500 point. You want to get there because that's where you start before you build up. St. Lawrence, you obviously want the opposite. You don't want to hit that 500 mark because you're already past it. So I think it's a very fun dynamic for both of these teams to be playing against each other now. And I think, like I said, it's going to be very, very competitive.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so now, I'm sorry, instead of we're going from the diamond now back to the field, where we're going to take a look at Oswego State women's lacrosse team.
Clever.
Looks to stay perfect in SUNYAC play as they take on the Oneonta Red Dragons this Saturday. The Lakers enter the contest with a strong 7-2 record, 3-0 in the SUNYAC, while Oneonta sits at 3-7, 2-1 in the SUNYAC. Oswego boasts an impressive offensive attack, averaging 16.2 goals per game compared to Oneonta's 13.2. Oswego also clears Oneonta in goals against per game, holding teams to just over 7 goals a game, while the Red Dragons allow almost 14. With both teams fighting for postseason positioning, this matchup should be very, very interesting.
It got dark in here for a second.
It did get dark. I don't know what happened.
Well, again, we talk about this team being so dominant, and we've seen with that 7-2 record, 16.2 goals per game.
That's crazy.
And look at the shot on, and they're evenly matched up. This is an even matchup. I mean, Oneonta is still a very good squad. I think the record is a bit deceiving.
Yeah, they had a couple of really, really tough, but also close losses that could have gone either way. So their record doesn't exactly show their talent level. They are a solid team.
They are a solid team, and I think this will be a good one for Oswego. If they can pull away another victory here and move even farther into the SUNYAC, it's going to be a tough matchup coming up again. And Cortland just in their near view future, tough team that they've never beat, so we will see. But let's move on to men's lacrosse now, as the Lakers will take on the Potsdam Bears this Saturday at home, which is their first home game of the entire season. The Lakers are currently undefeated in the SUNYAC, sitting at, 1-0. The Bears sit at also 1-0 in the SUNYAC. After a trouncing of the Canton Kangaroos by a final score of 24-2, Potsdam comes in hot. This matchup is set to be a good one, an early SUNYAC matchup between these two squads. Potsdam comes in on fire. Now, Lucas, you think the Lakers can tame the flame and take down the Bears, or is this just a Potsdam team that's just too hot to handle for the Lakers?
So last year, the Oswego essentially had the same scenario against Potsdam. Potsdam was hot last year, and then they came to Laker Field, and Oswego beat them in overtime. I was on that call. It was so much fun to watch. This Lakers team is full of surprises, and I really think they can, I think you said, put out the fire, quench the fire, whatever you want to say.
Flame?
Tame the flame, sure.
I forgot what I said.
It doesn't matter. Whatever you want to call it, I do believe that they can, so yes, they can. And I 100% think that this is going to be a very, very good game. It was very low scoring last time, so I don't know if that's going to happen this time, because obviously Potsdam, they average a crazy goal scoring. But I think Oswego has a very, very solid defense that can tame this flame, like you said.
Absolutely. That's going to be all the time we have for our week ahead. We're going to go to a quick break, and when we come back, oh my God, again, I did the same thing. When we come back, it'll be time for a new segment here at Laker Connections called Way Too Early Predictions. We'll see you on the back half of the break. Stick around.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No,
right
but you've
here.
got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
If you like action, romance,
if you're watching this,
and highbrow humor,
Surface is this?
Floor. Minch did not legitimately put his head in the toilet.
there's only one place to turn. Tune in to new episodes of
Oh boy!
only on WTOP.
Welcome back into season 23, episode number 3 of Laker Connections, your only place for all things Laker sports. I'm Kane Gerard, co-hosted by the large-hearted Lucas McGarry. I'm running out of things to say, Lucas.
You can reuse that.
No, you said I told you last time I got to change it every time.
Yeah, I guess so.
So here we are.
That's what you want to do.
There goes 3 more. So 3 more off the table. But now, Lucas, we can sit here and be sad and miss winter sports here in Oswego, or we can serve up some hot takes and make each other, and maybe some of those watching at home, also upset. We're doing something new here on Laker Connections. Me and Lucas are going to give our way too early season predictions for the 2025-26 winter season. Now, Lucas,
I didn't even originally know what you meant.
Well,
now when you first were like, hey, this is what we're doing, I was like, huh? And then I was like, oh, you mean all the way
all
down.
of them. Lucas, let's start off with the 2025 SUNYAC champions, the men's ice hockey team.
So I think what's really funny is that last year they had 0 expectations because they had so many new players, and we didn't realize that Gosick was a recruiting wizard, and all of those guys that he picked up were going to be studs. So I think this year, Oswego is going to have a lot more to do, and I think they're going to have a lot more to prove. So I think we might see a slight, and I will say slight because, again, all of that talent is still going to be there. I think they're losing a couple of very good seniors, but other than that, they have plenty of guys that are filling in for them. And couple?
Only Daniel Kyle Bufo's gone.
Oh, that's right. Okay, perfect.
They're all coming back.
So then perfect. Then they're going to be slightly worse, I think. But because I think because of the talent they have, I think it's expected. I think teams are going to be taking them a lot more seriously than they did last year.
I think they're going to get better. I don't think.
I can see that happening
now,
too.
But here's what I mean when I say better. Hobart and Stevenson are coming into the SUNYAC next year.
That's gonna be
I
tough.
don't think they repeat as SUNYAC championships. I think Hobart, the now 3-time national champion, is I would imagine is going to win the SUNYAC next year. I don't know. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. If anybody from Hobart for some weird reason happens to see this, I don't think you will. But if you do, then why leave? I don't want you here.
You can watch.
That's
not
good.
You can watch another show.
Let's move on. Yeah, right. Let's move on to the women's hockey team. Now, speaking of expectations, this team was just so close to being into the NCAA tournament, and they dropped that final game against Plattsburgh in the SUNYAC championship. In their second season ever in the SUNYAC, they get there, host a championship, and lose it. Their expectations, I think, may not be as high as the men's hockey team will be because of how many returners that the men's team will get. The women's team, though, is losing a lot of seniors, a lot of talent. I think they have a lot of young players who are still good, but losing Levy and some of these other talented players, it's going to be tough for them to recover from. But I think their expectation next year is at least an appearance in the SUNYAC championship. I think they can get there. I'm not sure if they'll win it or get into the NCAA tournament, but I think that their expectation is at least getting into that championship game next year.
No, I mean, without a doubt. Losing Levy is like losing an arm for that team. Whoever is goalie next year is going to have like the biggest shoes to fill. So that is going to be very, very tough for them because obviously Levy was just a stud. So I think for them, it's going to be a figuring out season.
Let's move from the frozen water over to the hardwood. Now tell me, the women's basketball team, what their expectations are going to be. Now they get into the playoffs. They win their first game at home as a 3 seed and then lose in the second round. So their expectations next year to me are a little flip-flopped. I mean, they are losing some players, but for the most part, I think this team still stays pretty well-rounded next year. I'm going to say A playoff appearance, I think, is at bare minimum what the expectation is going to be.
At this point, yes.
But I think they can maybe make a run and get a little bit deeper in the playoffs than they did this previous season.
No, 100%. They have been steadily improving every single year since at least that I've been here. When I got here, they were not the best team. They were pretty low in the SUNYAC standings, and then they finished third last year. That is very, very impressive to just see the steady growth. I still think the coaching needs to get a little better. That's just my personal opinion. But I think that they have plenty of talent. It's just whether or not that they use it correctly.
Now let's switch over from the women's team to the men's team. Now this men's team was in the NCAA playoffs for the last 2 years, and this year didn't even get a crack at it. Didn't even get to the SUNYAC championship. A huge fall from grace for this team. Now, again, we talked about all the seniors last year that they were going to lose. I'm sure you guys enjoyed listening to Joyce and Mudd talk all about them last year on Laker Connections. And well, this year, we did not get grace to the same amount of success from the squad. So I think the expectation for this team is to make the playoffs at this point. I'm not quite sure where I stand with this team. Quickly, any thoughts?
I mean, honestly, I would just say exactly the same thing as you. It's just very, very disappointing to see where they are. And I think they needed Jeremiah Sparks a little bit more than they thought they would when he left, because he was a star and he really did do well for that team. And I think when they left, they didn't expect him to leave that big of a hole.
No, definitely not. It was a good season for this team, but I think Jason Leon's got a little bit of recruiting to do 100%. In this offseason.
He needs to work his recruiting magic and see what he can do.
Trust the process with this Lakers squad. We're going to go to another quick break. When we come back, we will have our Lakers showdown.
Sounds good.
We'll see you on the flip side of the break.
Yeah, we'll just take a break. We'll come back in a minute.
Yeah, we'll be back. Bye.
Go!
Would you like to try snacks from faraway lands? Or snacks with bizarre flavors? How about snacks in new ways? Or snacks you've never tried before? You don't have to go far to find these snacks. They can all be found here at Snacks on West First Street.
Yeah, we're walking around campus, and what do we see?
All these clubs are looking.
They're looking for me.
There's hockey.
There's improv,
so much to see. So let's go try them out and see how they be. Come on and please watch.
Our embarrassments free. Tune in to Amateurs on WTOP.
Happy Friday, Lakers, and another beautiful day here in Oswego, New York. I'm DJ Don Perone, and I'm happy that you're starting your weekend off right listening to WNYO 88.9 FM, the Laker Radio Network.
I said, darling, can you see? There's no room for us. There's no room. Now our lives are changing. Promises keep slipping. And I always knew it wasn't you. It wasn't you. Now our lives are changing. Promises keep slipping. And I always knew it wasn't you. It wasn't you.
Welcome back into season 23, episode number 3 of Laker Connections, your home for everything Laker sports. And Lucas, it is I guess it's time. It's not really. I don't know if I'm excited about this. Mr. Michael Neckers is back, our Laker Showdown moderator.
He keeps coming back. We don't really have anyone else to do it.
Lucas, for those who don't know, please tell them what a
Laker Showdown is a showdown between two Lakers, me and Kenny. Michael, our moderator, will ask us a series of 3 questions, and it will be best 2 out of 3 style. Wow. Michael decides the winner of each question. Wow. And that will be it. Michael?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm going to do here, guys. We've still got a lot of time left before the NFL season starts, but last week I asked about the Steelers, so this week I'm going to ask about the Giants. I need both of you to give me your record prediction for the 2025-26 Giants, and whoever is closer to my prediction will earn the point. Kenny, as the Giants fan, you're up first.
So, I mean, adding Mr. Unlimited.
What's your prediction,
and adding Mr. Unlimited.
We're both at 0.
Adding Jameis Winston.
No one has scored a point yet.
Yeah,
guys.
we're at 0. Anyway, so with those additions, I don't think it makes Oswego. Sorry, I'm so on Oswego. I don't think it makes the Giants like a playoff contender or even a good team at that. I think they're just going to be fun garbage as opposed to just garbage as they were with Daniel Jones. I think it's just going to be like putting a tutu on a trash can. Like it's going to be, oh wow, that's pretty trash. It's lipstick on a pig. I think it's going to be
lipstick on a pig. I actually really like that.
5-12 for the Giants.
Lucas?
I'm going to go 3-14, just flat out.
I
don't see. I love Mr. Unlimited. You know, he was my quarterback last year, but the Giants just don't have enough talent right now.
I think 5-12.
I don't see them winning more than 3 games, and I also see them losing a couple of games that they 100% should win.
Oh, they absolutely.
That's
will do
why
that.
I only see them winning 3. Those 3 games will be against teams that they shouldn't.
Time's up. Well, guys. As you know, I'm a pretty big Giants hater. Not as much as I hate Philly. Not a fan of Philly.
We can agree on only that.
Kenny, you're going to take this one. My prediction, I'm being a little generous here. 7-10 is my prediction.
Wow,
for the Giants.
really?
I think they're going to get more wins than people think
Never,
this year.
never make a football take.
All right, hey, enough out of you, or I'll make you lose again. Question 2. Other than Laker connections, what is the best OP on WTOP 10? Lucas, you're up first.
The best OP on WTOP 10 right now is obviously Shut the Chuck Up.
No, it's not.
Charlie, the producer,
We're gonna get some haters for saying no to this.
just scream. I heard him scream, but yeah, Shut the Chuck Up. It's just such a fun, loving show, and it has one of my favorite people there, Chuck. So yeah, Shut the Chuck Up.
Where's the camera? Where's the camera? Where's the camera? I need a camera moved on me here. Here we go. I'm getting up. I'm fired up for this one. Here we go. The best show on WTOP 10. The DK Experience. I love that show. You thought I was going to say, oh, boy. Oh, boy, and it's not even close. Oh, boy, by a mile, and it ain't even close. You pick anybody else, you're wrong. No, you're wrong.
Sit down.
No, you're wrong.
Sit down, buddy.
No.
Sit down.
Fired up.
So, we've got a tough decision here.
Yeah, you do.
Do I let everyone at WTOP 10 hate me, or do I pick Lucas's answer? I hear Chuck in the back cheering for his show. But I'm going to give this one to Kenny, but he does not win yet because the final round I've decided today is worth 3 points.
Okay. Wow.
So, last but not least, this
you need a crutch to beat me. You need a crutch.
No. This question feels very fitting for the two of you and myself. Guys, who is the best sports commentator of all time in your eyes? Lucas, you're up first.
No, make Kenny go first.
No,
Lucas is first.
The teleprompter says you're up first.
No, I need a second.
The teleprompter says you're up first.
Michael Sterling of the Yankees. He's so good. Michael Sterling of the Yankees. He's been there forever. I don't even know why you guys are putting your thumbs on. You're a Mets fan. You have nothing to say.
Lucas, real quick, before we go to Kenny, can you impersonate a Michael Sterling call for me?
No, I can't.
No, God, no.
It is high. It is far. It is gone.
You heard it here first, folks. And Kenny, for
you?
you?
He's fantastic.
Oh, this is so tough. There's so many good ones.
Joe Buck.
Don't say that name. Don't say that name here.
None of them. Oh man. See, because you took my answer. That was a good one.
Did I actually?
Yeah, that was Sterling's a good one.
Respect.
What's his name? The football. Oh, he's on Amazon Prime. I'm blanking so hard.
Yeah,
Amazon Prime.
I love that guy.
Don't help him. Don't help him.
Don't help me.
Don't help him. He's gonna get it.
It's not.
Got
Tom
a minute
Brady.
20-minute program to get it. Don't say it, Aaron.
Aaron, help. Someone help. Oh, Al Michaels, thank you. Yeah, I thought of that myself. Al Michaels. I love Al Michaels. I think he's very good.
Give me my 3 points now.
Yeah.
If I'm taking a crutch, I'll take the crutch.
you're going to take your crutch and get a crutch win.
You didn't even give an answer. I'll take the loss. That's fine. I don't need a crutch.
Well, gentlemen.
Give him the loss. It's 1 point. I think I still win.
I am a big fan of Al Michaels. Very good NFL commentator. But I'm going to have to go with Lucas on this one. So this week, Lucas.
I did not win. No, shake Kenny's hand. I did not win.
You won.
I did not win.
You won.
He beat me 2-1.
Look at the scoreboard. Look at the scoreboard.
I did not win.
Look at the scoreboard.
Chris, I did not win.
Look at the scoreboard. Can we put Lucas wins in the lower third?
This is a Mickey Mouse win.
No,
I'm not.
Lucas wins in the lower third.
No, I did not win. Kenny, I'm sorry.
With like 4 exclamation points. With like 4 exclamation points.
I'm not shaking your hand. I didn't.
No, my hand.
Oh, yeah. Kenny won. Kenny won. I will accept that loss.
Lucas wins! Woo!
All right. That's enough of all that action.
Yeah.
He took my answer. That was a good answer. That would have, yeah. Ball game over. Yankees win. Yankees win. Thank you, everybody. It's all the time we have for tonight. We will see you guys in 1 week for episode number 4. Have a good night.
Good night.